Hello everyone. In this video, we will learn about duplicate content issues due to technical reasons and how to fix them. Duplication via www and non-www. This is a common SEO issue when your website can be accessed using www and non-www versions. For example, your website may be accessible at both www.example.com and example.com. When search engines crawl your website, they may see these as separate versions of your website, which can result in duplicate content issues. Duplication via subfolders. This can happen when you create multiple pages with similar content to target different keywords or to provide different versions of the same content. For example, you may have a blog post on your website accessible through multiple URL such as example.com/blog/post and example.com/category/post. Duplication via subdomains. This can happen when you create multiple subdomains with similar content to target different keywords or to provide different versions of the same content. For example, you may have a blog on your website accessible through multiple subdomains, such as blog.example.com and example.com/blog. Duplication via staging subdomain. This is a common SEO issue when you have a staging environment set up on a subdomain with content identical or very similar to your live website. This can happen when you make changes or updates to your website on the staging environment before pushing them to the live website. Duplication via additional URL characters. This can happen when a website uses dynamic URL or when tracking parameters are added to URL for analytics purposes. When search engines crawl your website, they may see these as separate pages with duplicate content, which can result in duplicate content issues. Duplication via upper and lowercase characters. This is a common SEO issue when the same content is accessible through URL with different letter casing. For example, example.com/page and example.com/page would be considered two different URL by search engines, even though they lead to the same content. Duplication via trailing/non-trailing/. This is a common SEO issue when the same content is accessible through URL with and without a trailing slash. For example, example.com/page and example.com/page/ would be considered two different URL by search engines, even though they lead to the same content. This can result in duplicate content issues, negatively impacting your website's SEO. Duplication via HTTP and HTTPS. This is a common SEO issue when the same content is accessible through HTTP and HTTPS website versions. For example, http://example.com and https://example.com would be considered as two different URL by search engines, even though they lead to the same content. If you are concerned about content duplication on your website, there are several things you can do to address the issue. Some of the most common steps include: use canonical URL. Canonical URL tells search engines which version of a page is the original. You can use canonical URL to prevent search engines from indexing duplicate content. This solution is the best for duplication via additional URL characters and any other duplication issue if other solutions are hard to implement. Use of 301 permanent redirections. You can set up a permanent redirection from one version of your URL to another version. It is important to use 301 types of redirections because it is permanent. This solution is the best for duplication via HTTP and HTTPS, duplication via trailing slash and non-trailing slash, duplication via upper/lowercase characters, duplication via subdomains, duplication via subfolders, and duplication via www and non-www. Use of blocking search engines. There are multiple ways to block search engines from indexing URL, such as robots.txt file, protected usernames and passwords, and no index tags. The best use of this depends on the duplication issue type. For example, use a protected username and password to prevent duplication via staging subdomain, and use robots.txt file to prevent duplication via subfolders or duplication via additional URL characters. Those were the most common content duplication issues and how to prevent them, but it is worth mentioning the best way to handle them depends from case to case. Please comment if you have any questions about content duplication issues. I will gladly help. If you want more videos about technical optimization, please subscribe to my YouTube channel to watch my weekly videos. I hope you like this video. See you around.